everyone, Osage Orange here, and welcome to yet another episode of Midwestern Minecraft Mining Livestream. We are here on episode number 10 of this series. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. I hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. So, with, of course, us in the midst of doing the usual Titan Quest stoofs for the fun times of all that. We are going to be, of course, doing our mining live stream stoofs. So, huzzah! Yeah, we'll be having some fun just doing some mining, see what we can find. Blah, 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 yada, 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 however it is you want to say it. So, let's see here. Gotta get all this here done. Don't forget that. Be less of a dum-dum. Less of a dum-dum. Less of a dum-dum. Less dum-dum is better. Here I am sort of stuttering over my my speaking stomata, so yay. Let's see here. Boop 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 boop. There's that. Oh. Need to get Minecraft up. How else am I going to do stuff? How else am I going to do stuff? There is that. There is that. Wunderbar, wunderbar, wunderbar. I tell you, I went out on a thing with one of my roommates and several other friends today. We went to a local winery, and we had some fun doing stuff. So let's see here. Wait, need to first make a deposit. Need to make our deposit. So let's see here. Steak. Steak. Sticku. Sticku. Let's see. Hey, Quap. How's it going, dude? Hope you're doing wunderbar in Quaplandia. Let's go ahead and get those guys there. Nope. Let's see. I'm going to have to consolidate the dirt here. Oh, and I forgot to deposit that. Department of Duh. Oh, still have more dirt. Lots of dirt. Last thing I need, though, is derp. Ah, you're getting into some spicy stuff, huh? Reading all the sexy stories, huh? Well, I was just telling that I went on a thing with one of my roommates and several friends. We went to a local winery. Let's put those sticks there, because that's where I want them. That's why. And then we went to eat someplace else after on our way home, and so we had a good time. Let's get all our stuff here. Let's see. Yeah, it was fun. Been a little bit since I last had the opportunity to do something like that, and it was nice. Okay, I'm going to need to get some more coal, but just go ahead and chuck in all our metal stuff here for now. is that. And then get a lot of coal so I can make up at least some of these sticks into torches. So come on. Boop. There we go. Got some more torches. Boom. Oh, where's that? I was like, where the heck is that crafting table? I know it's here somewhere. Oops. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see, I got some. Recently raided some sort of mine shaft. I've been playing a little bit more sporadically lately on Minecraft. As I've said of late, I've had a lot of stuff to do at work, and I've been needing a little bit of a break from Minecraft, so that's why I haven't been playing quite so much. I mean, I've been getting a little bit here and there over the last couple weeks, but hasn't been too much, unfortunately. These guys chucked in there. Full guy there. You're empty, you're empty. Let's go ahead and take these on down to the smelter. Mostly because I don't want to have to worry about, you know, getting a metric ton of clay balls and getting more metric ton more clay balls and realizing oopsie poopsies. I don't have enough room. I should have done some of this before stream, but did I? No, I was busy getting some chores done, so I wouldn't forget to do them. And eating dinner and that sort of thing. It should be... Yeah, that is the main mine shaft, Guap. That is the main mine shaft that we just were in. We're, of course, in the smelter itself, so... Let's see, I know not all this side is filled up yet. There's that. Oh, well, look at that. Let's go ahead and just chuck all these clay balls in there. Yeah, it's pretty extensive the way I do my mining, so you know, it's a fairly big thing. So basically, I've been having to trying to work on it for a while, Quap. Trying to get my smelter finished, and so basically by the time I probably get it to being done, you know, or at least get the item sorter coming in from the mine shaft done, I'll probably have finally decommissioned these tracks right here, the way things are going. But yeah, we have basically these 3 tracks right here are the non-smeltable stuff, you know, and diorite, granite, andesite, stuff like that, you know, that would take up to the surface. And then this is the personnel track right here, and these are the smelter service tracks. So it's a literal, quite literal 3, 2, 1. Jeez Louise, White Cat, why couldn't you have gotten up sooner? Silly freaking feline. Just a sec. White cat, what's out? Yeah. Yep, White cat. White cat was being a butt. Being a butt. That is why, for, cats, their scientific name is Felis catus. And then, of course, the name of your butt muscles are gluteus maximus. So, as a little bit of a jest, I call him Felis catus gluteus maximus. Cat butt. Cat butt. So, let's see. Now that we are out of that, I can re-enable my sounds so that no headphones users get their ears busted out. See, we're topped off on torches and dirt. Let's see, let's get boom, 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 boom. Put 3 of those guys there, because some of the stuff we're going to be going through, we're going to need some more dirt. So I would rather have some dirt on my person. Let's go ahead and re-enable difficulty. Get our... there he is. I was like, where is our supply shulker box? I was like, oh, there he is. Duh. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to mine I go. There's a torch. Hi-ho, 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 hi-ho. All right. My way over, so we'll go ahead here. Hate when I do that. Think you have your cursor aimed in the right place, and boom, you misplace a block. Boop. I saw that vine stuff right there, and I thought, oh, geez, what's a creeper doing there? And I was like, wait a minute, creeper? And I was like, oh, that was no creeper. Just gotta love it when you see something and you confuse it for something else. Got some iron! Got some iron. Torch. Come to Tree Daddy. Yes, iron my servant. Needs all the iron I could get my hands on. My sticky twig fingers on. As I was telling Lil and Tasty last week, when I guest appeared on her live stream showing off some of the stuff that I've been doing. I told her is that one of the things that I'm glad Mojang did was include the changing of iron over to behaving, like coal or diamonds or lapis, is that you could apply a fortune pick to it and you get a lot more iron. Makes much larger projects like that far more economically viable in terms of mining. Still doesn't mean I don't have to not have to mine. It just makes mining a little bit more easy. I'll tell you, she and I'm certain the rest of her chat were just like, when they saw the my throne room for this base. They were like, holy heck. And they said, wait a minute, where'd you get all the clay? And I was like, well, it's because of the way the lush caverns are in the game now, is that I literally, and of course, you know, we just had that little thing of clay right there. It's literally, I have no want for clay anymore. I literally will have no want. Why? Because it is just going to be in such abundance. And that is because it's, of course, in such abundance that that's why I decided to make it a core part of my thing. So no longer do I have to worry about, you know, going through parts of oceans or looking for swamps or just going through rivers, of course, trying to get the the clay I'm going to need. Just a sec, guys. White Cat is back. Sorry about that, guys, but he was having a hard time deciding where do I want to go hop up on Tree's bed. And I was like, okay, if you're not going to make up your mind, White Cat, I'm going to just unceremoniously pick you up and throw you on my bed. And that'll be that. And that's what I did. Quickly get this copper. And more iron. Part of me just really wishes I didn't, as I've said many a time before, I just wish I didn't have to worry about working a traditional job. But unfortunately, this does not pay the bills for me. Therefore, I need a job. I was actually kind of talking to this sort of stuff and about this, you know, making money off content creation to Tree Mom fairly recently. And she was wondering, you know, I was like, are you making money off of all this content creation I've seen you've been doing over the years? I said, Tree Mom, unfortunately, I am not to that level where it is sustainable. I get payments every once in a blue moon sort of thing. And, oops, hello. And unfortunately, it is, as I said to her, you know, it's like, unfortunately, it's not sustainable right now. I would love for it to be. Honestly, I would. I would love for this to be far more economically sustainable, but it isn't. As any content creator would tell you, it takes time. You don't just you know, you have to be very lucky, A, or B, which is the more traditional, which is the easier route. You have to know somebody or you basically have to have the right connections. And for me, as much as I would like this to be a profitable career, making money off doing content creations, that is actually not my goal. That is not my goal. My goal is to share my experiences with you guys. Let's quickly pop in some stuff there. Grab those. Grab that. Boom. I would rather, as said, have fun with you guys. Break that in half. Just having fun is its own reward. If I manage to get real famous and or famous enough to be able to make money, wunderbar. But as I've said, that is ultimately, at the end of the day, that is not my goal. Just want to have fun showing off the stuff I do and games I play. Ooh, come on! I was expecting expecting that second thing of basalt to hop into my hotbar there, but no. I thought I just heard a slime. Maybe it was my imagination. Speaking of slimes, Dan Bull recently released a slime wrap. I forget what it's called. Let's see here. But I know he recently released one. Let's see how I quickly gather this stuff up. You know what? It was probably me walking on the basalts that made me think it was a slime. But yeah, Dan Bull recently released a slime wrap. I gotta say that let's see, Dan Bull slime. Let's see. That's not it. That should be it. Yeah, here it is. The real slime shatty is the video. I saw it in my feed, and I was like, oh, I gotta see what Dan Bull's done this time. I gotta say, I think my two favorite wraps he's done are the skeleton wrap, I Got a Bone to Pick with You, and the what was that other one? Oh, the Buzzy Bees, Buzzy Busy, the Buzzy Bees. That's my other favorite. I love the reason I like the Buzzy Bees one is because how he uses all those Latin phrases, for the scientific names for the various species of bees, and I like the God, what's the for the bone to pick with you? God, what's the instrument? It's not the xylo. Is it the xylophone? It's something related to the xylophone. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That he knows, sounds like, you're using whatever it is, the instrument in that for playing, pretending you're playing with bones, Ah, iron. Fortune pick. I just love seeing iron pop into my... Moron! I just love seeing iron pop into my inventory, guys. Beginning, of course, next month, we'll be officially, more or less, officially into... Hello. Oh! Whoa! Hello. was not expecting that. God, I'm trying to remember the name of the instrument for that song. I've got a bone to pick with you, and I've got a bone to pick with you, little human. Bone to pick with you, human. I see where you've been and I don't like it. I've got a bow to shoot at you, little human. Let's see here. Let's get all those guys out of the way. Of course, I also kind of like the Enderman rap, too. God, what was that line in, I think it was in one of those raps. I think it was it the Enderman rap? No, it might have been the, no, it was the skeleton rap. Or at least I think it was the skeleton. I'm trying to remember which video it was. It was, yeah, I think it was the skeleton rap. Now that as I'm thinking about it more, is that, the creeper, the Enderman, and, the pigman are all talking about the skeleton's epic singing and all that, and he goes, "Why do we have all the same voice?" That's the part I'm remembering. You know, it's am I remembering that fact right? Let me double check here to make sure I'm not speaking out my roots. Let's see here. I'm gonna quickly pull up his Wikitubia article. Let's see. Wikitubia. Yeah, I thought I was remembering that right. He's autistic. I thought I was remembering that right. It's one of these things that you know, my canopy, I tend to store these bits of trivia in my canopy, and then later I was like, am I remembering this right? But obviously, you know, he's high functioning autism. Has high functioning autism. So yeah, it's you know, it's so it proves that, you know, that you know, it doesn't matter where you are, what your skills are, so long as you have fun doing stuff you love, That's good. It's got me thinking about Terry Jones. God, which of the pythons was it? Ah, gosh darn it. I'm trying to remember from Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. I think it was Terry Jones. I think it was Terry Jones. It's been so long since I last watched Python anyway. I need to, at some point, when I get some time, go rewatch some of their stuff. I got their stuff on DVD to see. Let's see, Monty Python. I think it was actually Eric Idle that I'm thinking of. Yeah, Eric Idle. That was it. In one of their movie starts, I'm blanking out which. I think it was Meaning of Life. Actually, is what I'm remembering. Is at least. He goes as these rhyming verses. But one of the things he says is to make us lots of money. Unfortunately, that's some things these days, so. Hello, Cole. Let's go ahead here. Do a couple things past. As I've said before, on it just got in Meaning of Life, the Mr. Creosote scene is just so, in its own way, it's just so frickin' grotesque. You know, it depicts the skit involves basically a character by the name of Mr. Creosote, and he is this ultra morbidly obese guy, and he has literally got, his gut literally sticks out past as far as he could reach with his arm, and and then some. And it's just like, that is such Monty Python humor, that the gross gag and sort of stuff that they're well known for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as I remember from watching that particular one of the documentaries related to that film, they basically, the place where they shot that skit, the next day there was going to be it was either a wedding and or wedding reception in the same place, and it was like, that is from my understanding, typical Monty Python class stuff, is that they're gonna go to a place, potentially ruin it, and they had to make sure they cleaned up their act so that the people after them could still have a good time. And apparently the stuff they used for Mr. Creosote's vomit, the extras, they just was like, shower us with more! Shower us with more! They couldn't get enough being covered in the stuff. I found part of an abandoned mine shaft here. I think this... I haven't found much past it. I'm thinking that there's probably somewhere nearby. I'm thinking it's probably the rest of it. It could be just the, you know, an odd spawn in, so. But there's probably the rest of an abandoned mine shaft there. That's where I got the stuff there to make the torches at the start of the stream, so. Iron! Not bad. Wish it could have been more, but yeah. I'll take what I can. Gosh darn it, Burbles. I thought I'd gotten you set up there, Burbles. Okay, I'm hearing... I thought I heard, that's right. There's an oxodal right there. Hello there, Mr. Pink Oxodal. Oh, wait a minute. I feel like a dum-dum. So I'm going to go ahead and get... I thought I'd gotten you set up there, Burbles. I'm sorry. You know, Burbles, you're saying we need all the cobblestone. Ow. You got me thinking about Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home, where actually I need to put that one there. Duh. Where they had James doing doing the transparent aluminum, giving the recipe out to the folks from the mid-1980s, and he speaks to the mouse, you know, saying, "Computer, hello, computer." You know, I was like, I need, and he was like, and God, was it Uhura, I think it was, with him? Yeah, I think it was Uhura, and he says, I don't think they do things like that, Scotty. They don't have that, they don't have the voice stuff here. We got more water nearby, that's right. Let's see. This is why, of course, I need the dirt. Let's get this dirt back. so therapeutic for me. One of the things I've been trying to do this past week is get a ton more sleep, and I actually was able to do that this week. Get a lot more sleep, which is a good thing. Let's see here. Did I remember? I think I did. Yeah, good. I did remember to do that, right? Whoa, excuse me. But it felt good. Oops. Is that a potential drown nearby? Could be. Let's go ahead and get our next couple stacks. Oh, I don't want the anvil. Don't need the anvil just yet. I've never really been a fan of these this feature, the feature of having these underwater water pockets, all these ravines and all that, just filled with water. The pre-existing the little caverns that have a freaking canopy that have, like a small puddle, but the rest is open space. Those I don't mind. Just these ones that are full of water. Oh, jeez. Like we've got one that's coming up, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, it's just. Grab all that. So I will never, ever want silly barbles. Iron, come to daddy. Come to daddy. Thank you. It's actually, it's, of course, most of my Sundays are, are much of the time devoted to TQ, so it's nice to have a break from doing stuff on, doing yeah, it's, you told me that last time I saw you. Yesterday, wasn't it? You also had, a new keyboard that had, for whatever reason, required 2 USB ports. And I was like, and eventually I was going, that seems a little strange. Just a second. Gotta stretch. Just a second. Oh, that was something I wanted to ask you, Burbles. Is your I had a thought that I wanted to ask you is that now does your mouse? I recall that you also said you had a new mouse. Does your mouse run through your keyboard? Ah, fun. Because if your mouse plugs into your keyboard, that might justify your keyboard having two outlets, but I couldn't see much justification, quite honestly. Ah. Because I remember in this one media class I took a long time ago, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I remember that we had access to one of the few parts of the school that had Macs in them as compared to Windows-based systems. One of the things I remember is that you could plug is that the mouse was plugged into the keyboard. Ah, that might be a reason. But I remember for these Macs that keyboard went in through plugged into the mouse, and then there were two at the very head of the keyboard above the the function keys, the F1, F2, escape, etc. There was this little thing that stuck out beyond that, and at either end there were USB receptacles. So you had the you could plug the mouse. Yeah, they would usually have the mouse plugged into one of them, and you could plug in like a flash stick or a mobile drive. Something else. Something you. Oh, hello! I knew you were coming there, son. And so you could do something like plug in a as I said a USB stick, external hard drive, something USB related, and not have to worry about looking on the other part of the rig for to put up that stuff. Quickly surface. I need quickly catch some air and get those out of the way and chuck all those there. That was one of those more interesting little features. I'm not sure if you see, for me, I'm not when it comes to stuff, I don't mind lights, but for me, mostly lights are cosmetic. If something's if it's a good enough function to have, I wouldn't mind having additional functions on my keyboard. But mostly for me, it's mostly what's in the case that is important, at least in my book. Have you been able to afford the best possible processor, for your money? Sort of thing. That's always been a thing of interest to me, is having the most money, most bang for your buck. And I'll take a slightly more powerful processor and a fairly good radiator over something very flashy. Oh, come on. Don't get me wrong, in some ways my current case is very flashy, but it's also got fan control. You know, I can raise and lower the fan speed, and that's something worth the cost in my book. Come on. There you go, tree. Here's, find this stuff here out. And, I hate when I do that. Absolutely dislike it when I do something like that. Okay. Wunderbar. Go ahead and just leave that block there open. Reseal that up. Figured that was going to be coming at some point. I just wasn't sure when that some point it was, and that some point is right there. Quickly come around. Mine through the wall. Ziz. Come back over here. And fill this in. What's that? I saw the deep slate down there, and oh, there's some copper right here that I missed. There we go. Some more copper right here. For me, this is the Core V71 system, Mark 1. Basically, it's the Core V71 by Thermaltake is the case manufacturer / designer. And the reason I call it the Mark 1 is because it is the first build with this case that I have made. And so with it being the Mark 1 is, you know, the first, you know, time I've put stuff in it and basically, you know, just built it up, got all the stuff I wanted. And all that jazz. So whenever I do my next rebuild, it'll whenever I'll be getting it'll become the Mark II when I do the next motherboard, CPU, RAM. Motherboard, CPU, RAM, and GPU. That's what I was like. I was like, what's the third thing I'm thinking of that I'm trying to remember here? And I was like, yes, CPU. I mean GPU. Words are hard. Let's go ahead here. We're going to get out all the dirt. So yeah, whenever I get a... So that probably won't be for a few years. 2024. I'd probably be about... Probably 2027 or so. I don't always have to have the most cutting edge stuff for my rig. I like to get, you know, it's not that not having cutting edge stuff isn't good. It's just that sometimes, you know, those costs are sometimes prohibitive, shall we say. And, so, you know, having, you know, a setup that can last you, say, 3-4 years. And, that's what I like to have is, something that'll last me a while. So is that by the time I do get new stuff, it's a case of, you know, refit, essentially, you know, a refit in a way. Oops. So I still need to get myself a GPU, but I recently had to take the tree mobile in for some new tires because it was screaming, "Oh, my poor tires! My poor tires!" And of course, I need torches, so boom, boom, boom. And then, of course, I've had to take care of some other bills, too, so... But I'm slowly getting some money set aside. Very slowly. Trying to have something of an emergency fund. And, unfortunately, having to take the tree mobile in for the tires and a little bit extra other maintenance, too. Bit into the fund a little bit more than I wanted to. Because basically what I want to have happen is have the fund have the fund be there, you know, have, you know, a certain amount of money, and then I want an X amount of money over that for the GPU to be able to buy the GPU without sacrificing that emergency fund. Head here and those two basalts down. Oh, come on. There we go. Boing, boing, boing. Let's get a little extra dirt while I'm thinking about it. Get an itchy spot on your tree wrist, and you know, you're trying to play a game and you gotta stop playing to scratch it because it itches. God, it's amazing that I haven't had a bite of meat of my steak to eat. It's making me go hard. And I'm already seeing the return at the end of we're coming back to the main mine shaft. Actually got me thinking about the Coalwood series. Oh, hello. The Coalwood series by Homer Hickam. Basically, it's an autobiography, and he talks about his time growing up in Coalwood, West Virginia. And how you know, his ambition to, you know, get out of Coalwood is a thing. Ouch, stupid. Is a thing. And, how Sonny, that was his nickname. How Sonny's father, Homer Hickam Sr., because Sonny was Homer Hickam Jr., but it became nicknamed Sonny, because that's his, you know, was his mom called him Sonny. It's S-O-N. It's S-O-N-Y-Y. S-O-N-N-Y. Was his later nickname. It was originally Sonny, S-U-N-N-Y, because of his mom, Elise Hickam. That's what she called him. Because, you know, sort of, you know, like a little bit of a ray of sunshine and, you know, this dark, very dark. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Last one from this side. Huzzah. You know, a little bit of a ray of sunshine in a very, you know, in a dark, grimy world, you know, that is, you know, would be a mining town. And that evolved from Sonny, S-U-N-N-Y, to Sonny, S-O-N-N-Y. Oh, freaking itchy spot. What the heck did I do? What I bet it is. I bet it's some in things. I bet it's some trapped sweat. I bet is what it is. It's making me go bananas. Oh, wait. Dum-dum. Wrong block, wrong place. Duh. And then forge all those guys into a lapis block. Wait, wasn't there... Don't want to forget the gold. Boop. But yeah, it's getting back to October Sky. Hickam Senior was really hoping that his that Sonny would become a mining engineer. And in some ways that is a lucrative career, but it's always been my understanding that he never even really wanted to do even that. So, to my knowledge, he always wanted to go into space and all that, or at least be part of the space program. And that's what he did. He, back in the 80s, back in the 1980s, he helped put astronauts onto the space shuttle program. Helped train them up for that. Which is, if you think about it, when you're talking about a guy that is, from the very deep backwoods, coming in and helping get astronauts into space, is a pretty cool thing. At least I find it cool. Because, of course, that part of where Colwood is, and the extreme southern part of, or was in the extreme southern part of southern West Virginia, is very rugged terrain. Very, very rugged terrain. And not easy to live in those parts. Obviously there's some of the hello there, slime. How appropriate you show up and after we've already mentioned the new slime wrap. But some of these guys that live in some of these more rural areas, in some ways, would live up to the quote-unquote hillbilly nature. But of course, in this case, it's Sonny really proved that he was something else. He proved he was something else. Let's go ahead and check those clay balls in there. I wonder, did it? How much iron have I got? I was like, I think I need to empty the base of this thing out. It was always one of those fun things that was alluded to both in the novel and, shown in both the novel and alluded to in the movie is the moon shining. And how the Rocket Boys, how they were able to get their the alcohol, the moonshine alcohol that they needed to help make their fuel, because they were finding that the powder that they were using, while able to do the job, was, you know, tending to go, you know, go boom. Whereas having the, you know, the mixed together stuff that was solid, you know, not the powdery fuel, but the solid fuel, you know, all bound together with a binder. In this case, the alcohol. That's how they were able to get to the Zinco shine. It was one of those. Mute the game here for a sec for you guys. Is how you know, they figured out that, you know, that the you know, they figured out that the because they were storing their it was like zinc and a couple other things that was making their powder propellant. They figured out that, you know, it's the air pockets that are causing a lot of this difficulty, you know, having their rockets blow up. And they kind of show this in the film October Sky, that you know, a number of their rockets are just going boom, or boom, or boom, you know, like a, you know, kind of like a shell, you know, a shell firework. You know how it goes, shell, if you've seen shells go off, you know, you have your mortar, your firing mortar, you put the shell in, you light it, it goes off, goes up to a certain height, you know, the shooting charge will shoot it up to a certain height, and at the same time it'll have it'll ignite a slower fuse to ignite the actual charge that, you know, is the actual display part. And, you know, it's sort of like that. And so they figured out that, hey, we need a binder, and, you know, alcohol, undiluted alcohol, essentially 100%. What we here in the States would call 200 proof, and that's probably extends to a lot of the world as well, as I think. But basically, they would mix all the stuff together and try to do it safely, and that's where the moonshine came in. It's one of the things that shows up in the film. Roy Lee has the connections to be able to get them their the moonshine that they need to excuse me, get so that they can get the alcohol, because that will make a suitable binder. And that's what happened. I think there's actually a scene from the Movie Clips channel that has that. Am I remembering that right? Let's see here. I may have found the right one. No, that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie is all right. It doesn't show the did find one of the things is see you later, Burbles. that link right there shows the testing phase, but it doesn't show the moonshine scene that follows right after. Then this link that the second thing I'm sharing, that's the railroad scare. They modified it a little bit from what actually happened, but it honors what they actually did, which is Odell was their sort of their function as their source of operating income, because they actually had to pay for stuff. It was found out they just couldn't, it's a Colwood was a company town, and they just couldn't necessarily have stuff for free. And so what happened was in the original in the book, I don't remember all the details. It's been a while since I've read the autobiography, but what the Rocket Boys did was they set up several they set up several operations to make money, and one of those was turning in scrap and all that sort of stuff, and and it was then they later determined, oh hello, they later determined that it was only like they lost the equivalent of like a couple dollars. And of course, back then, a dollar was worth a heck of a lot more than what it is now. But, yeah, they essentially lost the equivalent of only a few dollars of all the scheming stuff that Odell did to help them out with their stuff. And, even though comparatively, was, like I said, in those days, that was a lot of money. It would be like, say $200 today, probably. Or at least 100. Hello over there, white cat. What you think you're doing over there, son? Are you about to be a distraction, kitty? Yeah, that was part of the debate between Sonny and his dad. They were having sometimes very heated debates about his future and about Sonny's future. And what you doing over there, white cat? Settling back down? Yeah, he's settling back down. I was just making sure. One, two, three, four. Wunderbar. What the? Yeah, that was a new thing. I was not expecting a torch to support a gravel block. Ooh, iron! Yeah, it's and there's this very good scene in the movie, or at least I think it's a good scene in the movie. where the in his pride, Homer Sr. in the film, he's called John. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where, you know, it's Sonny and him are having a discussion about the mine. And this would eventually happen, is that eventually the Coalwood mine would eventually, you know, be closed down. And there was some stuff, you know, slowly, you know, other mines were proven to be more profitable, etc. You know, it was easier to, you know, more easily accessible coal, or, you know, some, you know, stuff that would made it more economical, and it was harder for for the Coalwood mine to produce. And you know, that's true even to today, is that you know, the Appalachian coal mines are have over the years slowly been shutting down, for mostly for economic reasons. It's harder for them to compete with like Wyoming, for various reasons. It's harder for them to compete with the surface mines that exist, like out in the Powder River Basin, for example. There are other potential fuels out there, of course. There's I read this article recently that Microsoft, I'd have to go, I think it was on my phone I read it. I'd have to go look for, see if I could locate the article. I'm not going to do it right now. But I remember reading this article that Microsoft is trying to reactivate 3 Mile Island Unit 1. Some gold there. Of course, 3 Mile Island is famous for the March 29th, 1979 partial meltdown of Unit 2. And, whoa, hello. And all the drama that ensued with that. And, so, yeah. And, so yeah, I think it was, as I recall, I think it was like, they shut down, I forget who owns it now, but the current owner of TMI shut down. It was like in 2019, I think it was it 2020? 2019, 2020. Unit 1 got shut down because it was becoming harder to, as I said earlier about Coalwood, you know, it's literally harder to have the plant be economical with other stuff going on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, it's there's talks about bringing the plant, the Unit 1's part of the plant, back online with more modernized equipment. You know, a new turbine, more powerful, basically make the facility more up to date, at least in ways, make it more viable to run this data center. that Microsoft wants to build, as I remember. I have to go double check some stuff on that. One of my coworkers and I, we were talking about AI and all that this week, and he said, well, we could, within the next few years, it could potentially become a real big thing, and, you know, we'll have to just wait and see what happens. Excuse me. And next thing you know, we're going to be having the Matrix happen. Matrix or the Terminator. Hello. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not really in a mood to go purging out a ravine right now. Stretch. Would be a thing to, you know, whip out a movie or a documentary and go do that sort of stuff. Was that? Speaking of documentaries, there was I've talked about Heist before, and he put out a video thing on his channel. It's been celebrating 3 years as of a couple hours back. Was celebrating 3 years of uploading content to his channel. He's still alive. He's still alive. Here is the link to the current live, and of course it'll be hopefully be left up on his channel later. Video that he's celebrating right now. But let's see here. There it is. Let me remove remove the timestamp there. Come on. Come on. Put out this video from his recent trip to Appalachia to Pennsylvania, which is, of course, not that far removed from West Virginia, of course. You know, we've been talking about West Virginia and all that. Yep. And, yeah, it's, yeah, had some amazing stuff happen. More iron. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead here. Let's call an early break because I, for one, do need to go use the little trees room. So, let's go ahead here. Let's take a short little break. So, yeah, guys, go ahead and stand up, stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink, use the restroom. I'll see y'all here in a few minutes. Okay, guys, tree is back. Sorry, it took me an extra few moments there. Needed a little extra time to feed a white cat to make sure he got some attention, some love there. Oh, hello. Let's see here. Let's go and dump stuff into our things. Nope. That is not what I wanted to do. Chuck those up and get that into there. Department of Duh. Whoa, excuse me, but it felt good. Let's see here. Let's we got the clay here, and the heck is this up here? Ah. What's that up there? See some light. It's like a part of a cave system. We're obviously in a giant ravine system. Yeah, not going to try to go exploring much beyond that. Lord knows how many cave systems I've gotten myself into, and somehow for whatever reason, how it is for whatever reason, I end up managing to get myself just absolutely deeper and deeper, and I was like, please be the end, please be the end. Darn it, there's another intersection. Darn it, there's another intersection. Darn it, there's another intersection. Sort of thing, you know. Ended up in a large cave system up here. Oh, hello, Zambit. With the growling there, I was like, ah. I was curious where you were coming from. Makes me think back to the early days of the base with the lush cave system. Oh, this is part of the same. Hello. Okay then. Well, that answers that question. Alright. Just gonna go ahead here and excuse me, just make our way back here to the stuff and spot here to put in the stuff we need to do. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 13, 14, 15, 16. Ah! Even more iron! First I was going to say iron! And then more iron! Oh, hello. Place we already technically been in. Get all these clay balls before they despawn. Of course, since I've lost count of the stuff here. That bloody rotten flesh. Excuse me. Ah. A fair amount of dirt here. Let's go ahead and claim it as our own. Hello. Light here so that we at least have some illumination. Wrong bottle there, tree. Wrong bottle of go juice. that should be, yeah, that's the one way been. I was starting to hope that I was, wait, is this a geode that I haven't been in yet? I was like, oh wait, that's right. We've had several this other guys intersect this one, and I was like, make sure it's the same way. I was like, yeah, it is. Iron! Do mine ears deceive me? They do not. Me his lover. You guys don't see this. We can source of lava down there. What was that burble I just heard? Oh, there it is. There's the burble. There's the burbling. Oh, that's an idea. Since most of my lava source down in the deep mines has been used, hello there, redstone, we might just go ahead here and go downstairs and do some more mining for some diamonds too. I actually could probably just do that off cam. I just reminded myself that, yeah, I need to do something about that. There we go. There we go. Feel a little bit better now. to make sure I also do some firing of some of my furnaces. Oh, hello there, iron. So is that I can... Yeah, not like solid there. Oh, fishy, 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 fish! Another one of those little skits from Monty Python's Meaning of Life is fishy, 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 fish! A fish, a fish, a fishy, oh! Pull out our stuff here. 3, 4. Pull out all shulker boxes. Sorry, fish. You ended up in the wrong spot. Let's go over here. We'll just toss this fish aside. There we go. Get rid of those guys because honestly I have no need for them. Just a sec, guys. I'm going to stretch again. Just a second. Oh jeez, I just realized I thought I'd completely unmuted myself, but no, I've just been talking to myself. Those moments of duh. I'm so fond of saying, Department of Duh. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup here. Whoa, excuse me, but I felt good. I forget if there's anything for an amethyst shard. I don't remember if there is or not. It'd be nice. That's what I remembered is I was having this moment's thought of wait a minute, it won't doesn't a bird not really drop anything? I was like, yep, really doesn't. Make sure we get this geode cleared out. Jeez Louise, guys. I'm just wondering if I can make it another 40 minutes. Or so. Not there, dum-dum. Jeez Louise, Tree. Doing this is just chewing through this pick. Or the reason why I want to get some stuff done, smelting some stuff on the smelter. That way I can use the egg. Oh, dum-dum. Multi-dum-dum. Multi-dum-dum. sure I leave a marker there so I can remember which way I need to head out. Yeah, definitely gonna have to get some stuff here going. You know what? The thing though is I thought having the amethyst here, that would make a great addition to the bling bridge out front, but then I was like, oh wait a minute, that's right, it grows the little amethyst shard thingies, and don't want those sticking out on the bridge. I just may have thought of an idea. What we could do, or at least some of them, is what I need to do is I need to go defeat 12 withers, or get make 12 nether stars to make up the beacons that I've got out front, and then to make it extra blingy, cover it with amethyst shards. Gosh darn. Tree. I mean, I went to bed because I had to go to my thing with my friend and roommate stuff today. I made sure I went to bed. And of course, I did get an amount of sleep, but here I am. I'm just like, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go take another quick potty break. I'll be right back, guys. You know what, guys? I'm thinking that it's just going to be a better thing for for me to go ahead and wrap up stream and get some stuff done and just head to bed early, because I am feeling rather tired. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead here and wrap up. Let me see if anyone is live, because stuff is stuff. I'll try to, if possible, let's see. Oh, hello. Hello. I think I see someone we can go say hi to. Let me make sure they are indeed live, because I don't want to, if they haven't been live too long, especially, some people don't get to, they've been live for a little bit. I think we could go say hi, so as soon as I can type right here. I'm going to go say hi to Mandy over at twitch.tv/Mama Mandy. So go and select the Tree Grove has arrived to bring you Shade and Waters, our standard raid call. Please wait for me to post first. I want a nice strong raid behind me. If you're watching here on Twitch, at twitch.tv/OsageOrange, please remember to go ahead and hit that follow button. If you're watching over on the YouTubes at youtube.com/OsageOrangeGaming, please remember to leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for notifications. It really does help. Hope to catch you later today, Monday. Hopefully, if I can get myself up in time, try to do a 5 o'clock start on Let's Play Titan Quest Season 3. And another episode of Titan Quest Season 3, of course, on Thursday. Saturday, another episode of City Building Saturdays, Season 3, / Augustus. Next Sunday, of course, another episode of Midwestern Mining Livestreaming. So let's go ahead here. Let's get this raid party started. As appreciates everybody who's come out, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.